Welcome back to the Big R Solutions sports program. As you know that every day, on Friday, during this time, we have the sports show just to look what happened during the week and also to talk about the upcoming games. So it's something that we do almost every day. And then today, unfortunately, Arnold Rankoko Ntwentle Shubi is not here today. He's got a crisis in the family. But we then decided that I should drop Roy to join us and then see how far we can go. Mr. Mkhonza, welcome.
Yes, Sobri.
How are you doing?
No, I can't complain.
Yeah, I know that the week didn't start well. You had to drive to Durban due to some funeral. Did you go well in any way?
Yeah, no. It all went well.
Is it?
I
I wonder, the volume is a little bit low. I don't know whether it's on my side. I hope we are audible enough. And then you can hear me, but I can hear you.
I can hear you very well.
I'm worried about our viewers out there, whether they can be able to hear us. Roy, let's start with the European football. We know that during the week it was the Champions League. And then when we look at the gossip, before we go to the Champions League, I noticed that Juventus, apparently Cristiano Ronaldo is asking the team, Juventus, to buy Di Maria. Remember, they played together at Real Madrid.
Real Madrid,
so, he's asking that if he could be brought to the team so that they can beef up the team. And we saw that during the week, Cristiano Ronaldo has been there boosting the team. It's not about him playing and boosting the team in terms of his play, but the confidence that he brings to the team. Because other players, once they know that Cristiano is there, it's like Messi, and then they become very motivated. So his coming back, I think, was a blessing in disguise for Juventus. But apparently in the background or in the boardroom, that's what is happening. He wants Di Maria to join them. And then we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know whether you want to have a comment on that one.
Not much. Not because maybe Ronaldo and if you touch Ronaldo and Messi, I'm always on the other side. But I think he's raising a good point. I remember the time when, because once a player understands where if Sobri catches the ball, I should make this run or the pass will go here. So that guy knows with Di Maria with that left foot. Whenever he's got the ball, he will know exactly when with Ronaldo with his speed and sometimes making sure he will go to the right place. So I think that is why. But maybe on top of that, Sobra, I'm not sure if I'm taking you out of. If you also followed up the Mourinho's comment on Bale being coached by in the national team, he's being coached by, and then he's actually looking at what the player when he goes to go and play for, I think it's Wales, and then he matches that of being and I don't know who from the Arsenal technical team is part of the Wales team. So he's linking that. So he's not happy about every Bale being next to the Arsenal technical person.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand that Real Madrid, especially Zidane is not a fan of Bale. And then apparently he complains that during the off days, Bale spent too much of his time in the golf course. And then apart from that, he thinks that Bale is too individualistic. So that's not the kind of a player that he needs at Real Madrid. So what we'll do is we'll see, we'll talk about that one later when we go to Real Madrid. They have their own politics and then in the background. And then we know that Barcelona, Barcelona always in the news. I can see that Gomolemo has joined us, although you are not clear enough, Gomolemo. I don't know whether you've switched off the lights. It's too dark. We can't see you properly. I would prefer that you switch on the light so that the people can be able to see you because we don't see you. And then unmute your mic too so that you can be able to hear and communicate. Barcelona, they have their own politics, on their side. I know that Kike Setien has been going around and say, Messi is a very difficult player. Now we can see you. He's a very difficult player to coach. And then, so he say he cannot manage Messi. But I find him disingenuous in him, because why do you say this when you have left the team? And when he went there, he said, I'm so excited, I'm going to coach the best player in the world in Messi. So all of a sudden, he's no more there. Now he wants to blame Messi. And I'm happy that Messi never responded to that. I know Gomolemo is a very big fan of Barcelona. Maybe you'll want to comment on this issue. And welcome, Gomolemo. I see you that you have joined us. Yeah, now at least we can see you. We can see your face. We can see how ugly or beautiful you are. Because you are hiding your face, we could not see you. And then, and then that is what Setien. But the good thing around Barcelona, I hear that Daniel Alves, they were asking him, what advice can you give Sergio Dest? He said, I see the boy, he's got all the ingredients of replacing me. This is Dani Alves. But he says, I'm not a fan of comparing players. Because he said when he started playing for Brazil, they used to compare him with Cafu. And then he said, I'm not a fan of that. But he said, the simple advice that I can give him, just pass the ball to Messi. That's the man who understands Messi. Just pass the ball to Messi. The rest is history. And I think that's where Barcelona is struggling. I don't know. I see Trincao doesn't pass Messi. He wants to go forward. I have a mixed feeling around the young man. Ansu Fati, he's a good player, very bold. And then, but Messi wants to give you ball and bring it back. Give you ball and bring it back. But now, if he gives you ball and then you decide to do other things, you take Messi off the game. And then this past game, Messi was off. But at the beginning, he was doing well, but because they were really, really not involving him, I think he lost interest. I don't know, Gomolemo, what do you want to comment? I'm talking about the bedroom politics or the office politics before we go to the football.
Thank you for having me. What are we talking about? Which politics?
I know that you are a Barcelona fan. I was talking about the bedroom or the behind the scene or the office politics that are happening in Barcelona. As I was saying, I noticed that Daniel Alves was advising us that if you want to win, just pass Messi. Simple as that. You pass Messi, Messi will do the rest. And that's how Messi plays. But I saw Koeman. Koeman said, you know what? Because they wanted, they were criticizing Messi. They were saying he was not running. And I don't know why are they raising this issue now. Because Messi has not been running for 5 years, but very effective. All right? And then I don't know why were they raising it. And then So Koeman said, we know what Messi can add to the team. We want Messi to play, and then we support him. So I don't know. What are your comments? I don't know whether have you seen the boardroom politics.
I agree with what Danny Alves had to say to a certain degree, but if we're being honest, Messi cannot play every position. You cannot just pass to him. There's 10 more players on the field. If he's in a tight position, play it to somebody else, because now he has the ball, but who's going to receive the ball? Like, to a certain degree, I agree with that. He can do great things, but he can't do everything. And as for him not running, it's not a good look on him, but you need to understand that we were only one goal ahead. At least put in some effort, But he hasn't been running for the last 5 years. Yeah, but when you are a goal ahead and the opposing team is countering, you need to mark, press, do what you need. You don't want to concede that late goal, We're just one goal ahead.
But the thing is, with Messi, remember, Messi plays for all the international games, all the Barcelona games, whether it's friendly or what he's playing. So the body can take up to certain point. So maybe it's a good idea. Yeah. Guardiola used to say, no, just leave him, let him walk. He knows what he's doing. The guy is so intelligent, and then don't think that he's working, he's reading the game. All right? We need that energy when we go forward. You see, the difference that Messi makes, when he has the ball, he's one pass, it's telling. All right? You can have all these other players, you pass them, but they still have to pass others before. Messi's one pass is telling. Look at the ball that he passed Dembele last week. That was stunning, brilliant ball. No one thought of it, okay? And then, you see. So for me, having Messi to run, I don't agree. Allow Messi to play around, and then whenever he has time, going forward, allow him to do that. That has been his play for 5 years. So why are you complaining now? But nevertheless, let's move on. This coming weekend, it's Man City and Liverpool, one of the big games. The other big game, it's Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Roy, I don't know whether you want to come in. Liverpool.
I just wanted I just wanted to say something, man.
On the Messi, story or Juventus.
On the Messi issue.
Yeah.
I'm also. You see, I follow European soccer, English soccer most. On the Spanish league, I have my favorite players like Messi. I most of the time I follow his game. But what Gomolemo was saying, I wanna differ a bit, but I want to just quote it with what you said, that maybe it's background politics, but those politics. Because, for an example, that guy, whether he runs, I think both of you have mentioned, he's not been running for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
But if you understand the strength he has in terms of passing, in terms of taking players, in terms of creating an opportunity where there is none.
Yeah.
But I think the overall now, the politics are actually making it difficult, even sometimes for him to actually take that responsibility sometime to say, okay, we're in a situation now. One, because if you follow Messi, that's why it will be hard for a player to man-mark him, because he can be anywhere.
Yeah.
And wherever he is, he can start a move. If he's got an understanding one player, he can do 1-2s up until into the next box of the opponent. So that is Messi for you.
You know, I saw one day I'll bring the analysis that was made by one guy. He was analyzing the difference between Messi and Ronaldo, it's huge. It's huge. Ronaldo is a brilliant player, make no mistake. But unfortunately, he came during the era of Messi. That's the sad part of it. And then this guy was saying, Ronaldo can't dribble more than 2 players. 1 or 2 done. The third one is a struggle. And this guy was saying, Ronaldo, what he does, he can score the goal. Just a minute. He can score the goal. If you look at Ronaldo, he scored from a distance. Okay, out of 18 box, you know. Messi comes close. The reason is very simple. Why Messi comes close is because he can dribble. And of which Ronaldo can't do that. All right? But one day I'll give you those statistics. This guy showed the difference between the 2 players. But nevertheless, I want us to go to South African football because this week, because I'm looking at the time is working against us. Because this week we have a big game, Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. And I'm trying to connect with, what's his name? Moruti Wa...
Moruti Wa Tsotsi.
Is he there? No, he's still struggling. I still want, we will talk. Don't worry, Gomolemo. We still have a long days. We'll always be doing these things and talking. Even Monday is still another day. I want us to move to the South African football. The main game that I want us to look at is Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. I don't know. Do you wanted to say something, Gomolemo?
No.
Okay.
No, continue. Carry on.
All right. Now, Roy, I know that you are a hardcore Kaizer Chiefs fan. And then let's see whether I do get Moruti Wa Tsotsi on board. I told him because he's a Pirates fan. So, Roy, you can talk on behalf of Kaizer Chiefs for today. Let's see, what is he saying? He sent me a message. Say same link. Let's see. All right. I think he hasn't managed to get the link. Let me try to get a link for him. Roy, let's talk about the game that is coming. Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. I know that Kaizer Chiefs, you guys are 3 goals down. I don't know what you want to say as far as that is concerned.
Inkosi aliphela umoya.
Yeah.
That's what I can say. But on a serious note, Sobri,
Yeah.
I think there's 2 aspects. I was just following some comments Kevin Hunt made about time will come where goals will be flowing. I think it's a matter of understanding how the game is played, how he wants the game to be played. And he was saying goals will come. But specifically for this one, there's 2 things.
Yeah.
It's a battle, it's a mountain to climb. You see, if at least they had actually scored that 1 goal,
Yeah.
because mathematically it gives you 2.
Yeah.
But it all goes back to what we discussed last week, the hunger, because if it could go to halftime with Kaizer Chiefs having scored a goal without allowing Pirates to score, it will determine how the second half, because it's now pressure on Pirates, either that do they park the bus, do they wait for Chiefs to come to them? But that can only be determined by Chiefs themselves, to say the first minute the game starts, Chiefs must show hunger, they must show that they want it. But if they're going to start a normal game, like it's a normal game, I think Pirates, what they can only do is just to score 1 goal and relax. But all is with Chiefs. This is soccer. Anything is possible. We can end up with the 3-3 and then go for extra time. But it's all in the attitude of the Chiefs players. As I said last week, as much as the coach sometimes is to give instructions and give tactics and advise players one-on-one, but it's up to them now to say, okay, and we're going to the second week now with the decision of FIFA. So it's up to them that it doesn't help. We have to play with what we have up until the situation is solved in the next window. And some need to rise to the occasion, because if we really speak the truth, some were not supposed to be there by now. Either will have been transferred. So it's up to each and every individual, actually collectively as a team, to show that even if they can lose it at the end, but at least they must just show the hunger.
They must just show the hunger, ne?
Yes.
But now, Moruti Wa Tsotsi, I see your microphone is mute. I don't know whether you hear us, and then you need to sort out your microphone. But while we are still waiting for him to log in, Moruti Wa Tsotsi, what could be the problem at Kaizer Chiefs? I hear people saying the management, all right, in terms of, especially with this signing, why they could not notice that the player that they were signing, there was a problem around that player. Are they correct to say that? Are they correct, the people who are calling for Bobby to be released from his position? Or what's your take?
You see, soccer is one, or football, if I may say, it's a collective game. So as much, the only maybe problem is when you give, I think you'll recall the statement that Chiefs, it's no one voted for him to be there. Maybe those sentiments are coming from there. But like I said, if, for an example, you come down to play for Chiefs or Pirates, you know the pedigree and you know the history of these teams. So it's an honor for you to be part of those teams. So once you are there, you just have to prove yourself because of the history of these two teams, or let me say Chiefs in this particular.
Yes, the players now.
Yes. Yes, there's been flops in terms of going. We've been named of buy one, get two free, and we're going to Zimbabwe to get those. But those, I can't take all that to say it's for Bobby to blame. Like I said, once a player wears that jersey, and with the history of the team, it's then up to now to say, I got a chance. I play, because if it was not for COVID, you'll know how FNB will be. So I was even now checking that it's for the first time, if people will follow after the Stampedes and Ellis Park and stuff. It will be the first time that a derby is played on Sunday, but it's played on Sunday because of this COVID, because there will be no fans. So we were not going to play on a Sunday if it was normal. So it tells you that if that runs into even the players themselves to say, really, am I playing for Chiefs? What do I offer in return? Besides the salary they are getting, we know that Pirates and Chiefs players, at some point I was reading this guy, the new owner of this guy, I understand they're struggling to pay players, but with those teams, you have to earn and then perform in the field. So that's my take. As much as really I hate some utterances of Bobby at some point, but I don't think he has to take the whole blame. Yes, Chiefs is no more like, there will be scouts, people will go to Zambia, they will go to Zimbabwe, will go to Swaziland, They'll call all over Africa to look for a quality striker or any player. But things have changed. But then we can't blame it all to Bobby. That's my take.
All right. Let me allow Moruti Wa Tsotsi. I can see that he can hear us now. We can see him. Moruti Wa Tsotsi, Hujwa. Moruti Wa Tsotsi. All right. Wa bona ka shenche na ke utlwa no. Mara o struggles earlier on okay, but finally ke mo okay. Ke a gola no ntse mo utlwa Roy a ntse a hlalosa hore ho ya ka ena a shebile Kaizer Chiefs o believe or ke di players wena ho ya ka wena, what can you say? Where are the problems? Do you think because you've got three goals advantage, you are at the better position to finish this game?
Na hoya nna ke nana Kaizer Chiefs haina that thing e le hore di players tsona hana go ga di kgone motivate ka botsona, unlike other teams ba been from start sana player di player tse setseng tseo ke ne ba ipolelle bona hore we playing for Kaizer Chiefs, we get paid. Ha ba tsetse mang kapa mang, ha ba tsetse coach, ha ba tsetse management, ha ba tsetsa bona. Ha ke tsebe hore na why ba le so lazy hore ba ka iketsa bona ba be happy. So mare ka hore rona se re le pele ka 3 points, ke nana hore game e tlo bapala ile se tlo bapala fela ba Kaizer Chiefs na ka se ba la fetse thaolo re we lost it. Re ka se kgone ho cover 3 points e Pirates because rona re ka kora 1 goal ke amen ho fedile ka Kaizer Chiefs ka try up next season.
I don't know if you go hopola hantle serenal 10 minutes ke batla o fa nako e ngatanyana. If you go hopola hantle, there was a time whereby Kaizer Chiefs like a Shapa Pirates 5-1 a long time ago. So hope what is possible. They can score 4, they can score 5. It's possible. Reboni Bayern Munich, it got so many goals against Barcelona. And then again, we saw Barcelona coming back from a defeat, and the PSG, scoring many goals. So that's possible. It's football. Anything can happen. And I don't think you guys must be complacent. And then Kenale Shore, Kaizer Chiefs, they understand they're going to fight. There's no way they're going in there by in the heads. But I don't know. I know you've got big guns in Tembi, Nkosi Lodge, in Pule, got good players, you know, and then who can add fire as far as Orlando Pirates is concerned. But hang on, you know, how only advantage whereby only three goals ahead. It might be play around the issue of complacency, and you might be caught napping. I don't know. What do you think of that? Unana.
Yeah, I think ke thome ke ka Orlando Pirates I kala season hantle ile ne se re e ka re signetse mahala mo team tse lo ga dia sign or ga dia sign player tse di quality ke tse dia perform so re kgone go tswa ka yona Kaizer Chiefs ile go lona ntsina le mathata but nna ho ya ka nna 3 goals for Kaizer Chiefs e go ba too much ka style se ba se bapalang bona le coachara e right just that like ya bona go ha bana di player tse lo di committed mosebetsing wa bona 3 goals is gonna be too much for bona ba kana ba winner 2-0 but gore ba knock out Pirates mo couple is gonna be different or difficult for bona.
Yes, okay, Roy.
So le Kaizer Chiefs le yona papadi tse di bapetseng
Moruti, but do you agree that anything is possible in soccer?
Anything is possible mo bolo mare ho ya ka mo di bapadi tsa Kaizer Chiefs this nang e ka re ha ina mentality ya go fla Pirates another 3 goals ya thought of the medical system but not ka Kaizer Chiefs maybe ka Sundowns or team not Kaizer Chiefs I don't think it at all.
Roy, Somebody once said, "Chiefs is qale ukustruggle the day kuba yeka umaluleka hamba." Do you agree with that statement?
I've got a different view, Sobri, on that one.
Yeah.
If I don't want to take away. It's actually, I think it's a topic for another day, because he's going to Sundowns. He has to compete with the old man now. It's towards retirement, so you must give him more game time. So in games where you feel he has to come in. But my take was, since if you had followed that boy from Ajax Cape Town, when he's a Chiefs, he had actually not played to his full potential.
Yeah.
He can pass, he can dribble, he can contribute. But at Kaizer Chiefs, I will actually look at his own game. He will lose the ball at a very crucial time. When he passes, they will dissect his passes. To me, I really felt that he actually had not played to his full potential, because those that are bringing that maybe after, I feel no, because I actually followed him from Ajax Cape Town. I had felt that at Chiefs he was not giving it all, or to the full potential that I know Maluleka is, with all the capabilities.
Well, what made him to leave at Chiefs, if you will listen to the boardroom? Was it money? Sundowns offered him more money, or what?
In my own investigation, it's back to what we were talking about with Barcelona. It was the politics behind, because there were camps amongst the players, and then there was disagreements with the coach. At some point, he fell on the side that the coach didn't like, so that's why at some point he will bring him in. At some point, when you see, when pressure builds up, you know that Sobri can give me this, but because of the politics. So at some point, I understand Maluleka was part of the Kunes and the others, and which Middletop didn't actually felt right with them being in the team, because at one point even Castro was part of that team. I understand that didn't, but because of the less resources, he had to use him whenever this guy is suspended, because the Zimbabwean guy, I'm not sure whether it's pressure, because if he had scored so many goals in Zimbabwe, I'm not sure whether he was played out of position, because at some point I followed 3 games where the guy could fail to score in front of the goals. And I said, this guy, they were saying in Zimbabwe, he was hitting goals like nothing, but here he's just struggling. I don't know. So I don't know, but I think it was more the politics that actually, because like I said, at some point it was felt he was part of the bad apples that were not giving it all.
Okay. Guys, Moruti Wa Tsotsi, Roy, thank you very much, guys.
Sure.
And then I think we need to wrap up now. And then come Monday, we'll look at it again and then review and see what happened. As you know that the big R, we always reflect, review, and then give report on what happened. But thank you for coming to the show. And then I hope Shubi Ntwentle has sorted out his problems. I'll check with him what are the issues. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Thank you.
No, thanks so much, man. I wonder if he's going to get a chance, like last weekend. He was.
See you on Monday.
Yeah, see you on Monday.
Cheers.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.